Hi, this is Sridhar from wpdevdesign.com. In this screencast, I'm going to show you how we can replace the standard WordPress dashboard page with a custom template that has been designed in Oxygen. And we are going to use a premium plugin called WP Admin Pages Pro. This can be purchased from for $149. It's a one-time payment for unlimited lifetime license. And on top of this, I've got a 30% coupon that I'm going to share in my tutorial where this video is going to be embedded. And here is the Oxygen template that I have designed. This is basically based on this particular article on Elementor website where they show how to create a custom dashboard. So I took this picture as an inspiration and I just sort of recreated something close to that. All right, so let's start from scratch and do this step by step. So here I am in a test site where I have the default WordPress dashboard page. And the first thing I'm going to do is to go to Oxygen and templates and create a new template. So let's call this dashboard. And I'm not going to inherit this from a main catch-all template because I do not want my default site-wide header and footer that typically appears on the front end. And I'm not going to select any other settings in here. Just hit publish and edit this template with Oxygen. Alright, so let's add a section that has the image set as a background, and I'm gonna set this to full width by going to size and spacing and full width. Okay, let's go to advanced, background image, and select one image that I wish to apply as a background. And by default the background repeat is set to repeat. I do not want it to repeat, so I'm going to select no repeat, and we will set the image to be centered, so that would be 50% from the left and 50% from the top. And let's go to size and spacing and just increase this to, say, how about 100, just to increase its height. And I'm going to add some text. Let's say add a heading, and we'll say welcome. And I would like to display the display name of the user. So this plugin actually has something like this, where you are supposed to be able to show the first name using these double curly braces, but unfortunately this does not work. So if I put that in here, it does not actually do anything. So instead what we are going to do is I'm going to use a snippet where I'm defining a custom function that is going to return the currently logged in user's display name. So I'm going to copy the name of the function and activate this snippet. And in Oxygen, I'm going to click on Insert Data scroll down to PHP function return value and put in the function name and insert. And when I click outside, it is going to show my display name. Okay, so with the section selected, I'm going to go to advanced and background and set a image overlay color of let's say that blue. And I'm going to select the heading and set the text color to white. Okay, and now that we have done this image kind of looks big, so maybe I will just go to size and spacing and change it back to say 40 and 40. We'll leave it like this for now and come back and make some adjustments if required. I'm going to add one more section, and inside this I'm going to add a columns component that is 50-50, and here I'm going to add a heading that says something like actually we'll say welcome to your site over here, and we'll change this to hello. Okay, so this one will change this to heading 3, and let's set the font weight to 600, and we will give some spacing below the heading by going to size and spacing and setting a bottom margin of 20 pixels. And let's add some text below this. Okay, and here in the right side I'm going to display a form. So click on add and shortcode, and I already have a form set up using the Fluent Form plugin. You can use any forms plugin of your choice. So I'm just going to copy the shortcode and paste it in here, and that will basically display the contact form where I've set the name and email to be automatically filled with the currently logged in user data. Okay, so let's add another section below this, and in this section I'm going to center everything and add a heading to begin with, and we'll change this to H3 and font weight 600, and say something like viewer quick start guide. Let's add some text, and we'll set this to watch these videos to get started with your new website. Okay, I'm gonna reduce the font size of this to how about 16 or maybe 18, and this one let's increase the font size to something like say 30. Okay, and below this I would like to add 3 videos, and we're going to put them inside a div so that we can show them horizontally. So I'm going to add a video component and put in the video URL, and I'm going to duplicate this a couple of times. I'm not sure why the video, oh okay, the reason why it is not appearing is because we need to set some width to this div. So let me just set this to 100%. Okay, so now we have got 3 videos appearing here, and I'm gonna select this div and make sure that the child elements are stacked next to each other like so, and select this middle video and give some margin to its left and right like that. And let me select this div and give it some space at the top like that. Okay, and I'm going to select this second section and go to size and spacing and change this to 40 pixels, and this also 40 pixels, and select the third section, go to size and spacing and set the space at the top and bottom to 0. Okay, let's save this. Okay, so now comes that the part where we actually use WP Admin Pages Pro. I'm gonna go to plugins and see if I have it installed. I don't. So I'm gonna click on Add New. Um, and I'm gonna upload the plugin, install, activate. Alright, I'm gonna pause the video at this time, put in my license key and continue. Okay, I'm back after activating the plugin. I'm gonna click on this button to add a new admin page. Let's call this something, say like my dashboard. It is just for your internal reference. This is not going to appear on the actual dashboard page, on the actual admin page. And I'm going to select use Oxygen Builder template. Please note that this is currently in beta. It's not final. There are a few bugs that I'm going to show you later, but this works for the most part. So this is where it is going to ask us to select a template that we wish to be used as a admin page. In this case, the one that I have created is this dashboard. And here we have the option to specify whether we want this new admin page to be a top level menu or a sub menu, or to replace an existing page. And you can see the other options in here. I'm going to select this option to replace existing page, and the page to replace is dashboard. Yes. And I want to replace all the content. Yes, indeed. We have the option to append at the top or bottom if you wish. And here you can see that it is going to show all the pages that we can possibly replace. And the admin menu label. So this is what is actually what is going to appear here. So I would like this to say dashboard, and display the page title. No, I do not want to display the page title. And add the page margin, admin notices. We'll just leave it as it is and see what happens for now. Okay, so that page is done. So that means when I now go to this dashboard, I am supposed to see the Oxygen template, and that is what we see. But notice this gap that is appearing all around. To get rid of it, we just go back to admin pages and edit our custom admin page and uncheck this option to add a page margin and update it. Now when I go to dashboard, it should look like this. Now I think this header is too narrow, so I'm gonna go back to my section and set this to the default padding at the top and bottom, which is 75, and see how it looks. Yeah, well, that didn't actually take effect, did it? Let me save it again. And this time I'm going to do a hard refresh, Command Shift R, since I'm on a Mac. Okay. Yeah, I think it did work. That looks like 75 pixels at the top and bottom. The only thing that I'm not happy with is the font size of this thing is not exactly H1. That doesn't look like H1 size that I see here. So how about we actually set some value, some number here. Let's say 46. And I'm gonna go to size and spacing and change this back to page width, because I do not like how the title is starting all the way to the left. Let's do a hard refresh. Okay, there you go. That's better. Okay, so that is how easy it is to set a template that you have designed in Oxygen as your dashboard page. You can, using this plugin, you can basically replace or add onto any of your existing admin pages. And this plugin not only works with Oxygen but also with other page builders like Breezy and Elementor. Now, coming to the problems that I see with this plugin, flash of unstyled content. So when you see, if I reload this page, you can see briefly that the text appears and then the styles kick in. It would be nice if this FOUC or flash of unstyled content does not happen. And the second thing is the fact that in some cases you may find that the styles are missing. So for example, if I go back to this dashboard and select the heading and remove the white color and instead select the section and set the text color for this section to be white. Now this appears fine here, right? Save. Come here and do a hard refresh. Okay, so notice how that the color for the text that we have set for the section is not actually being applied in here. So there are some bugs like that, and to get around a problem like this, what you need to do is to inspect this particular element and see what is happening. So this is the H1, and for this headline you can see that there is well, how about you go to section? Yeah, so for the section I can see that the color is white, and when I select the H1 element, the color is coming from the WordPress dashboard styles. So the CSS of the dashboard, the WordPress dashboard, is basically overriding the Oxygen styles. So in this case, what we need to do is to like select that particular selector, the CSS selector, which identifies that entire heading, and we need to we need to click on this button to edit this admin page, and go to CSS and add our custom CSS that says I want the color of this heading to be white. Okay, so update, come here and refresh, and that fixes it. So there are minor problems like that, but then I feel that overall this plugin does a great job in letting you to take any Oxygen template and show it as an admin page. Now I'm going to share a link my affiliate link using which you can purchase this plugin, WP Admin Pages Pro, and also share you a coupon code that will give you 30% off. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.